I am Shelley Olson from Helena, Montana. I have been loving my business for 39 years, and I became a red jacket basically 39 years ago. I joined in March of 1986, did nothing until I went to seminar that year, came back home, started August 1st, and by the end of January, I had earned my first beauty consultant car. So I had to figure out the red jacket thing pretty quickly because you have to get in red. And that scared me like you wouldn't believe. But when I broke it down and started being strategic and intentional and trusting the process of the skincare class, I knew that I could do it. So I want to share with you what I did and what got me really excited to continue sharing the career all of these years. So, first of all, your focus, of course, red jackets have three. Seniors have one, super seniors have two, but you get to red in your first day. You already know three people that would want to power up with you. So you get three for a 4% commission. We got 4% back then. And my very first team member, she ordered 600 in a month, 1 month time. And so I got a $24 commission and I got to go out and have dinner. The second month, I actually bumped up to five because I was earning the car. So I was right up to five, but not everybody ordered. So I only got a 9% commission of $87 and I earned my first ever leather purse. Oh my gosh, I have a picture of it, you guys. I want to show it to you. Let me see if I can share it. I definitely have my picture. Forget the purse because that's not the big deal. 87, bought a leather purse. The next month, I strategically planned on that 13, which was 12% love check, five ordering 180 or more. Now it's 225, and me doing a 600. The only part I could ever control was my 600. That was a done deal every month. I knew for the rest of my career, I would never, ever order less than 600 wholesale a month because I knew that not only I was going to be a star, but then I would get my 13% commission rather than nine. Same work, same work. So the third month, I got a $611 commission check. And I have to show you guys my sofa. Let me see if I can share my screen on this and show you. I got a velour sofa and it stayed in the family for a while. And so that's it. I went to the furniture store and I actually got to purchase that and didn't have to buy a used sofa to put a JCPenney throw over, which was really how I grew up. Okay. So my dad was a carpenter, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and I had a beautiful growing up, but we did not have a lot of money. So from that 611 love check, I have now built my team to between 60 and 80 personals in my unit, and that's where I like to keep it. So that led to my highest commission for 1 month as a sales director, $17,600. And yes, you will grow into that because they tell us you can only what you're currently earning, if it's 3,000 a month, multiply that by three. And that's what you can comprehend is three times what you currently earn. So 17,600, that is not the highest one I'll get. I have bigger dreams. So let me talk about how to settle in to a consistent 500 love check for 6 months, pop right up to 1,000 for the rest of your career. When you have $1,000 love check, I promise you will get anything you want in this business, including a pink Cadillac. I just picked up car number 20, lucky number 13 Cadillac. I have never gone to a dealership to buy a car. I don't know about cars. Don't tell anybody because sometimes they think that I'm not very smart. But why do I need to know about cars? I just get a new one every 2 years. I don't need to know. I know if they're round or square, like the square ones. And I know pickups from cars. That's all I need to know. Okay, so the first goal is 4,000 team wholesale production total for the month, not counting you. You don't get to count in that. 4,000. How do we plan that? How do we intentionally do that? Parties, recruiting, setting people up for success with inventories. And so you add it all up, it's 4,000, you get a $520 love check. I watch my numbers every month. I have to be at 8,000 wholesale because that is 1,040 commission check. So this is intentional from the first day of the month. We're going to go through a whole month and we're going to work. Why not get paid 13 instead of 9? And that means you're working with your team, you're loving on them, you're taking them to meetings, you're making sure they show up for things. You're bringing over products to show them so they can get excited. Something new you just got started on. Oh my gosh, I brought you a sample of Revealing Radiance. This is the glycolic acid peel. You've got to start using this. I love it. I've been using it. I'm giving it to everybody as a gift for Christmas. So you do things like that. You take care of them. You trust the process of the party, the process of interviewing the hostess, interviewing the most likely, that's the sparkler, and the least likely, like me, who just sits in the corner and isn't going to say boo. So that's what you do. How do you get to that love check? Well, you're going to hold parties. You're going to hold facials when it's during the day and no one can hold a party. She's going to bring a friend. So it's faces, 30 faces a month. And I'm going to tell you, I hope your director doesn't get mad at me. Maybe don't tell her this part. Okay. I've never done a facial box. I don't like them. I bought them and because they're cool. I bought them off the MK Connections. I've made really pretty ones and then I don't take them anywhere. I don't know why. I don't, but it doesn't matter. Then they told me I should go out and warm chatter book people. That made me sweat. So that was terrifying. So I settled on 10 referrals from every woman who bought a skincare set. And mainly it was the ones who bought like well, now we call it what, the Beyond Ultimate Miracle set. We used to call it the Basic Plus Basic Color and then the Cadillac Collection. They would give me 10 referrals and I'd say, who do you know who loves to take care of herself? Who do you know who loves to take care of herself? When you give me 10 names for whoever has a facial, I'm going to total up the sales. If it's $1,000, you get 10% of the sales in pre-product. That's how I built my business from day one. And I never left a party without 2 bookings because I told them, now, ladies, I kind of have forgotten this part, but I have to have 2 bookings. That means that you hold a party and you hold a party. Who are the party holders here? Because if I don't have 2 bookings, I almost forgot this part, I get fired. And next time you're going to have a different Mary Kay lady. It won't be me. So they would book their 2 parties. Okay, so that's how I got the clientele. But then I started getting confused over how many people I was recruiting, who I was going to recruit. So I came up with these focus folders. I learned it from one of my friends who was a red jacket. These are my original focus folders. I'm going to show you what they're all about. You open the folder, and I like bright ones. So they're always something I can find in my 3-layer house. Got 3 levels, so I could lose it somewhere. And every person that I thought that I wanted on my team, I put their name in here. Okay. I'm going to tell you there are women on this board right here who are still in my unit today. This is dated 2004, 2005. I could go through here and probably 10 of these women are still in my unit today. And I would interview them and I'd write little notes about them. It didn't have to be a lot because I'm a believer that a woman will tell you anything if you ask. And I ask a ton of questions because when you are interested in others, you become more interesting. And so they don't even know anything about my life, nothing. I just keep talking. Oh yeah, your husband, how did you meet? Oh my gosh, that sounds dreamy. Tell me about your first date. Well, how did he propose to you? Oh my God, how many kids do you have? How old are they? Which one is the extrovert? Which one's the, I mean, I am on. Tell me about your job. Who do you work with? I'm finding out. And then when I recruit them, I know all these things to share with them. But if I don't, I put it down here, like what's their husband's name? Where did we meet? Where did we do the interview, etc. And I would tell them, I'm so happy that I got to put you in a square because everybody I put in the square, I love. And so I put you in my square and now we're going to have a sharing appointment. So I have all my focus folders because once you have your focus folder finished and you've got yeses and nos and crosses out and such, because if there's a no on there, it's because I decided, well, she either said no or I decided I didn't want them. Once you move to a new focus folder, everybody that doesn't have a yes or no on it gets moved to the next folder. I have an offspring director who was on my focus folder 10 folders in a row. And finally, I recruited her. So all of these are focus folders. You can put it in your phone. You can make a focus folder in your phone. It's really simple. The next thing I want to share is a script that kind of contains pretty much everything I want to say in a texting script. This is a woman I wanted to recruit. She said, I can't do it for 2 years. I've got to wait till my boys are a little bit older. And I said, oh, I totally agree. What a great decision. So then the starter kit went on sale. So text, just a quick text. I wanted to share that the MK Biz is on sale in March. 20 to join, 80 for the 400 kit of retail values. My job is to mentor you and weave it into your family goals. You truly can't lose, even if it's just half-price products for life that you settle on, but you have that complimentary hair business to go with this. We can chat if you want, invitation, not obligation at all. Everything I do, it's an invitation, not an obligation. I just know how it would magnify your life, and I'd love to work with you. Hearts, Shelley. So that's something that includes the invitation, not obligation. How am I going to weave it into her life? The fact that I already know she has a complimentary hair business to go with it, and that it would magnify her life, and never forget to add, I'd love to work with you. So that's the script I wanted to share. And then the very last thing that I think is helpful, I don't know where I put my phone, right here. Okay. In my phone, we all have one of these, right? I go in and I find my contacts. So I'm at the grocery store, I'm waiting in line, it's taking a little bit of time. I chit chat with the woman in front of me because maybe she bought some new laundry detergent that I might want to try. So I'm chatting with her a little bit. And then I say, by the way, when's the last time you tried Mary Kay products? Or have you? Oh my gosh. So do you sell Mary Kay? Yeah, I do. And I try to do at least 30 skincare trials a month. I would love to get your opinion of our products. Oh, well, I don't know about that. I'm busy. Guess what? I send samples. I just mail them straight to your house. And then we can get on a FaceTime or a Zoom or even Facebook Messenger video. And I walk you through them at night. You take your makeup off, you get ready for bed, you have beautiful skin in the morning when you wake up. Oh, I could do that. Okay, let me get your name and phone number. So I go into my contacts, and the very first thing I add to her name is facial. Why? Because then when it comes time for me to facial people, invite, send the things or whatever, I'm putting her information in. So if you look, I just did a search for facial. All of these are facial. Facial, 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 facial. These are all people I have conversationally booked. And once they become a client, I remove facial and they just get moved into a regular contact because I know them well. So facial Linda Shaw, I would go back home or go to the car and immediately put in my notes section in the phone, send packet to, and then I'd add her contact info there. But initially when I'm with her, I just want to get her name and her phone number, and I need your address to send the packet to. So then she gives me her address, and then I send the packet and I follow up. So if I want to recruit them, if I know right away I want to recruit them, they go under recruit, Janet Shaw. And then she's under recruit for when I'm having a guest event or, did I get lipstick on my teeth? That always happens. Anyway, I love doing that because then I've always got a facial lead list. I've got a recruit lead list. And if you meet someone who's perfect for leadership, who's going to be your first red jacket or your first offspring director, then you're going to put her under leader. And that's what I got for you. So I hope you're having a fantastic month. Make it a great one. I will tell you, 39 years later, this is what gets me out of bed every single day. I fly out of bed and I cannot stand to go to bed at night because it's over. So thank you for listening, and I wish you well. Blessings on everyone. Bye bye.